갑자기 내게 나타나준 너.
Hi everybody, if you're new to my channel, I'm Lori. Welcome to the Chatty Book Word. Let's get this out of the way because this is going to be a long video, so let's do this now. If you guys are new to my channel, hi. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. And if you do, hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video is up for your viewing pleasure. And today we're going to talk about the books that are my most anticipated books for July, August, and September. There's a lot of them, and we're not going to go in like any particular date. We're just going to get started. And I am actually surprising myself for July. 3 of the books, and the first 3 I'm going to talk about are nonfiction that I'm really curious about, so I put it on here. The first one is, and if you guys need to, go get something to drink, something to snack on, just in case it's a long video, which I'm sure it will be. Okay, so the first 3 books, like I said, are going to be nonfiction. This one comes out July 12th. I think all 3 of these might be July 12th. It's called Agent Josephine, American Beauty, French Hero, British Spy by Damian Lewis. This is the cover. Look at that. Ain't that a stunning cover? I'm not sure like too much about what these are. I just glanced at it and it's like, ooh, this sounds good. So it says, this is the only part I read, the product description, and this is all I'm going to read to you. It says, singer, actress, beauty, spy. During World War II, Josephine Baker, the world's richest and most glamorous entertainer, was an allied, how do you say that word, spy in occupied France. Doesn't that sound intriguing? There's one out here that I'm afraid to read, but it just sounds like it would be something interesting to read. I don't know if it's this one or is the next one. I think it's the next one. But this next one is by Deborah Cadbury. It's called The School That Escaped the Nazis. The true story of the school teacher who defied Hitler. This one comes out, the 12th. Look at this. A lot of these I just read the very beginning, and I was like, okay. The extraordinary true story of a courageous school principal who saw the dangers of Nazi Germany and took drastic steps to save those in harm's way. Like, yes. Like, I don't know when I will get these. I definitely want to buy them eventually, but they're kind of expensive right now, so I'd have to wait until they go down. But again, that's the second one. And then there's another novel. Now, this one sounds like it's going to be very dark, but I'm intrigued. But this has to do, I think, with the first rape trial or something like that. I'll find out for sure in a minute. I mean, when we read it together, we'll find out for sure. But I think this is what this one is. It says John Wood Sweet is the author. It says the Sowen girls tell a story of crime and consequences in revolutionary America. I think this one's the 12th as well. Oh no, this one's the 19th of July, so it's a week later than the other 2. But it says, a mystery, a true crime tale, a courtroom drama, and a scathering analyst of the society stacked against young women. A brilliant reconstruction of one of the most telling criminal cases in American history. It says, a riveting revolutionary era drama of the first published rape trial in America history and its long shattering aftermath revealing how much has changed over 2 centuries and how much has not. Like, don't these sound like they'll be like definitely like books that will make you think? All 3 of these I'm like, oh my gosh. Now the next, okay, now we're into like the fiction books. Some of these I just found the other day, and I'm like, yes, please. There's this book by this author named Alex White called August Kitco and the Mechs from Space. The Star Metal Sympathy, Book 1. Look at this cover. Look at this cover. That's what attracted me to that, was the cover. This comes out the 12th of July as well. This is about an army of giant robots. It says, when an army of giant robots, ALS, threatens to devastate Earth, a virtuoso, how is that word, pianist becomes humanity's last hope in this bold, lightning-paced Technicolor space opera series from the author of A Big Ship at the End of the Universe. But this one sounds so good, you guys. Like, wow. I showed you guys the picture already. Okay, and then we have Dauntless. I think this is our... Oh, wait a minute. No, this one I think was changed. This one was changed to August, I believe. So, I think I have it in both spots because I wasn't sure, like, since oh my gosh, what is it called? On Goodreads, it's still saying July, but on Amazon, it's saying August. So I put it on both months, but we'll talk about it in the August one. But I will show you the cover for it now. It's Dauntless by Ellis A. Bonney. We'll talk about it, like I said. The next one is the last book in the Extraordinary series, which is Heatwave by T.J. Klune. The Extraordinaries and Flash Fire. Oh my gosh, both 6 stars. Oh, I can't wait to see how everything ends. So much stuff went down, especially in the second book, but of course, I won't say anything because of spoilers, but oh my gosh, you guys, like, this is one of my absolutely most anticipated release of the year. Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait to find out what's going to happen. But that's what I'm going to tell you, which isn't much. And then at the end of July, we have a book called A Strange and Stubborn Endurance by Foz Meadows. This comes out, like I said, July 26th. Some of these, I'm going to be getting the video going up pretty soon. But some of these you'll see in my 5-star prediction video for the rest of the year. And this is one of them. It's about this guy that he's supposed to marry this girl for political reasons, I believe. And something happens, and yeah, something happens, and he's outed as gay, and he thinks that, you know, no, he ruined the chance for an alliance, whatever you want to say, with the other place. And they decide to have him marry the girl that he was supposed to marry, his brother. So it sounds interesting. But yeah, it's a political marriage. So I'm excited about that one. Then on July 19th, we have The Daughter of Dr. Moreau, how do you say it? By Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I don't even know what this one's about. I mean, I know who Dr. how do you say the last name is, but I don't really know like what the book is really about. But I've always put Sylvia Moreno Garcia on my list because I love, what is that one, Mexican Gothic by her. I still have to read Velvet Was the Night by her, but yeah. So I just put that on there. Like I said, I'm not too sure about this. Like I said, it comes out the 19th. It says Carletta Moro, I forget how you say the last name. A young woman growing up on a distant and luxurious estate, safe from the conflict and strife of the Yucatan Peninsula, maybe. The only daughter of a researcher who is either a genius or a madman. And then it says Montgomery Lawton, a melancholic overseer with a tragic past and a something like that for alcohol. An outcast who assists Dr. Moreau with his experiments, which are financed by Lizadel, something like that, owner of a magnificent Hanessica, how do you say that word, and plenty coffers, or something like that. So, it says the daughter of Dr. Moreau, how do you say it, is both a dazzling historical novel novel and a daring science fiction journey. I don't want to read the whole thing because it spoils it, but yeah, I just love this cover. The colors and everything, oh my gosh. Then we got, on July 26th, The Book of Gothel. I think this by Mary McMinn. I think this is the Rapunzel retelling, maybe. I'm thinking this is what it is. Look at this. I'll tell you for sure if that's what it is, but I'm almost positive. Yeah, but I think I told you already, right? July 26th comes out, just in case I forgot to say. This one, everyone knows the story of Rapunzel in the tower, but do you know the story of the witch who put her there? See? This is a fairy tale retelling I never knew I needed. Hello Wise will be, Hello Wiz? Something like that. I guess that must be the, what you call it, will be the witch or whatever you want to say. Will be in my heart for a very long time. Everyone knows the story of Rapunzel in the tower, but do you know the story of the witch who put her there? Told from her own perspective, the Book of Gothel is a lush historical retelling filled with dark magic, crumbling towers, mysterious woods, and evil prince. This is the truth they never wanted you to know, as only a witch might tell it. Ooh, sounds so like good. That sounds like that would be good for like July. I mean, not July. Why am I saying July? I don't know why. Because we're almost in July, and it comes out in July. But I meant to say in October. It sounds like it'd be a good October book. And then we got a book called Booked on a Fill-In. See what I said there? By J.C. Leigh. This one comes out July 26th as well. A lot of these come out the end of the month, but look at this cover. I don't know too much about this. It just said booked on a filling, and I'm like, booked, you know, me with my books. This one says, J.C. Leigh's rom-com Booked on a Fill-In features an overachieving lawyer, a failing bookstore, a childhood friend, and a chance of a lifetime. And that's all I'm going to tell you guys about that, because that sounds good. Then we got a vampire one. It's called Young Blood by Sasha Lawrence. This comes out the middle of the month, I believe. Yeah, July 19th. I think this is Sapphic Vampires. I mean, need I say more? That's all I need to tell you guys. That it's Sapphic and it's vampires. Like, yeah. And then we got Upgrade, of course, by Blake Crouch. This comes out the 12th. And I don't know too much about this, but I gave, what was it, first one book of his 5 stars. And the other one was like a 3.5. So I'm excited about this one. It starts out with saying the mind-blowing new thriller from the New York Times bestselling author of Dark Matters and Reclusion. A lot of people love Reclusion. I think I gave it like a 3-star, but Dark Matter I freaking loved. It says, you are the next stop in human evolution. And this guy named Logan, it says, at first he doesn't feel like he's anything different, or he feels anything different. He just feels a little sharper, better able to concentrate, better at multitasking, reading a bit faster, memorizing better, and needing less sleep. But before long, you can't deny it. Something's happening to his brain, to his body. He starts to see the world and those around him, even those he loves most, in a whole new ways. That's all we're gonna say about that one. Then we have This is the It Girl by Ruth Ware. This one comes out the 12th. I'm not too sure about this. It says April Clark Cleveland, something like that, was the first person Hannah Jones met at Oxford. By the end of the second term, April was dead. Who killed the It Girl? That's all you need to know, right? That's all we need to know. Sounds intriguing. Then we got the last one for this month. Seems like I'm forgetting some stuff, but oh well. This is good for right now. And the last one that I have on here is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I'm not too sure much about this. It just said bodyguard. I love a good bodyguard romance. This one comes out the 19th. Let me see. She's got his back. Hannah Brooks looks more like a kindergarten teacher than someone who could kill you with a wine bottle opener or a ballpoint pen or a dinner napkin. But the truth is she's an executive protection agent, aka bodyguard, and she just got hired to protect superstar actor Jack Stapleton from his middle-aged cougar breeding stalker. That's all we need to know. Right? That's all we need to know about that one. It sounds good. Okay, let me find my August. Now we need to find my August, which wasn't hard. Okay, the first one I have for August is Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. This one starts. This one comes out. Oh, brother, I'm sorry, you guys. This one comes out August 16th. I can't remember if I showed it to you, but just in case. I'm not too sure about this. I found this today or yesterday, but it looked really good. Runtime is up there with the best. I didn't want it to end. An original, clever, and unputdownable thriller. I highly recommend running to get a copy. Let me see what it says. An ingenious, how is that word? New high concept thriller from #1 international best-selling author Catherine Ryan Howard, who wrote 56 Days and The Nothing Man, which I've never read any of these, but I know Robin, I believe, has both of them. The Draft, Final Draft, a physiological horror being filmed at a house deep in the forest, miles from anywhere in the wintry wilds of West Cork. The lead, former soap star Adeline Rafferty, has stepped in to replace the original actress at the very last minute. She can't help but hope that the opportunity will be her big break, and she knows she was lucky to get it after what happened to the last time she was on set. The problem, something isn't quite right about Final Draft. When the strange going-ons on the script start to happen on set too, Adelaide begins to fear that the real horror lies off the page. Ooh, that sounds so good. The next one we got is Daisy Darker by Alice Finney. One comes out August 30th, so the end of the month of August. I'm not too sure about this. We'll read just the beginning. It says, the New York Times bestselling author of Twists returns with a family reunion that leads to murder. It says, after years of avoiding each other, Daisy Darker's entire family is assembling for Nana's 80th birthday party in Nana's crumbling Gothic house on a tiny tile, something like that, island. Finally back together one last time. When the tide comes in, they will be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. That's all I want to know about that. I don't want to go in too much and find out everything. We got the last book in the Small Spaces Quartet by Catherine Arden, yeah. I read the first two, freaking loved them. I still need to read the third one. But the final one, like I said, comes out on August 9th. If you don't like clowns, then look away, because this picture has a creepy looking mechanical clown. So it kind of gives me the creeps. I don't like clowns, so just be prepared. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not going to, I don't want to read what it's about because it's the fourth one, so it might spoil something from what happened in the third book. So, but just know I am so excited. I'll probably read them back to back, but I'm probably going to save them for October. So yeah. And then we got These Fleeting Shadows by Kate Alice Marshall. Another author that Robin has a lot of books from, but I haven't read yet. And this also comes out on the 9th. I'm not too sure about this one because I just found this one as well the other day. Somebody was talking about it. I can't remember who it was. Because I've been watching so many people's like prediction videos. This is The Haunted of Hill House meets Knives Out in a bid for an inheritance that will leave Helena Vaughn either rich or dead. Okay, that's all we need to know, right? Right. So look at the creepy. A lot of these I'm gonna be saving for, you know, October. Then we got The Drowned Woods, or The Drowned Woods, I'm not sure, by Emily Lloyd Jonas. I am excited about this. This one comes out the 16th. I loved, what was that one book? The Bone Houses by her, by this author. I have never read any of the other books by this author, but yeah. This one looks good. It says, a magical, eternal fantasy from indie-bound best-selling author Emily Lloyd Jonas. Once upon a time, the Kingdom of Wells were rift with magic and conflict. An 18-year-old Mer, is well acquired with both. She is the last living water diviner, or something like that, and has spent years running from the prince who bound her into his service. Okay, that's all we need to know. I don't want to know too much about it, because like I said, you know, this is like, and I don't want to be spoiled for, because a lot of times you know how they spoil everything from the book. This one, everybody, I'm sure, or almost everybody has on their TBR, on their most anticipated books. And I've heard some people that got it are freaking loving the book. They got the arc earlier. And that is Babel, or The Necessary of Violence. An Arcadian, how do you say that word? History of Oxford Translator Revolution, or something like that. By R.F. Kwan. All I know about this is it's dark academia. And somebody that I watched that read this said that it has some fantasy elements to it. But it's not like, if you're going in here thinking that it's going to be a big fantasy, then yeah, that's not the case. This comes out the day after my birthday. This comes out Tuesday, August 23rd. And I'm just going to show you the things. Like I said, I don't want to know too much more than that. It's a dark academian. Then we have the one that I was telling you about that got pushed to August, Dauntless, by Ellis A. Bonny. This comes out, like I said, August 2nd. I showed you the pictures earlier. This one I don't know too much about. It's going to be my friend Drew and his friend Charlotte. They run a book club, Queer Reads book club on Instagram. And this is our book for August. So I'm just going to read you the beginning of this. A teen girl must bring together two broken worlds in order to save her nation in this lush, Filipino-inspired young adult fantasy novel from debut author Alyssa A. Bonny. Be dauntless, for the hope of the people rests in you. That's all. I don't want to know too much, like I said. Then we got the second book in the Amari and the Night Brothers series by B.B. Austin. This comes out August 30th. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is, in the first book, her brother went missing, and she goes to the school and finds out stuff, and it's a good old time. I'll show you the picture, even though I'm sure people's already seen this cover, but yes, I am so excited for this. Then we got Lunatic, which is the 6th book in the Necessary Evil series by Onley James. And all you need to know about this is that it's Archer and Mackenzie's story, and someone is trying to kill Mackenzie. And yeah, you guys already know what this is about because I talk about this series all the freaking time. It's my favorite series, so yes, right now. Yeah, and like I said, it comes out August 31st. I'm so excited. Then we got Belladonna, something like that, by Adeline Grace. I forget exactly what this is about, but it's I love the cover, and this comes out August 30th. I don't know what it is, but I just love covers with like the flowers around their faces and stuff. Like I said, I'm not sure too much about this. I just know I am excited about this. It says, New York Times bestselling author Adeline Grace brings to life a highly romantic, gothic-infused world of wealth, desire, and betrayal. That's all I want to know. I don't want to know any more than that. Then we got this one, I can't remember who was talking about this. Somebody was talking about this as well. And I was like, ooh, that sounds good. It's called The Book Eaters by Sunnel? Something like that, Dean? It comes out August 2nd. What is this? I don't know what it's about. Maybe about somebody eating the books? I don't know. Let me find out a little bit. I just saw somebody talk about it and I said, creepy. Okay. It's a darkly sweet pastry of a book about family betrayal and the lengths we go to for the ones we love. A delicious modern fairy tale. It says, truth is found between the stories we're fed and the stories we hunger for. Let's read this little bit right here and that's it. Okay, one of the out on the Yorkshire moors lives a secret line of people for whom books are food and who retain all the book's content after eating it. Okay, that's all we need to know, right? Sounds intriguing. We got The Honeys by Ryan L. Salva. This one comes out the 16th of August. I'm loving the cover. I don't know too much about this. I know I read one book by Ryan LaSalle that I liked. I just don't remember the name of the book. But let's read just a tiny bit. Revere, I think, is the one I read. It says, comes a twisted and tantalizing horror novel set amongst the brillical, I don't know how you say that word, splendor of a secluded summer retreat. Mars has always been the lesser twin, the shadow to his sister Caroline's radiance. But when Caroline dies under horrifying circumstances, Mars is propelled to learn all he can about his once inseparable sister who grown tragically distant. That's all I want to know. Then we got Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. This book keeps getting pushed back and back and back. So hopefully this time it is actually going to be out. This comes out the 2nd of August. It's by Shay Earnshaw. I think this is like after the show. And it deals with, what's her name? The girl. I can't think of the girl's name in here. Sally? Yeah, Sally. That's all I know. And that's all I want to know. And then we got Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm not sure what this one's about, and I don't really care. I just want to read it. This comes out August 30th. And I'm not even going to tell you guys what that's about. You guys can look, because, yeah, I want to be surprised. We got this one book that sounds intriguing. It's called The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. This is going to be a long video because we still have to finish this month and then still do September. So just be prepared. This one says a uniquely charming mixture of whimsy and the marbrid, how do you say that word? That completely won me over. If you ever wish for an adult romance that felt like Howell Moving Castle, this is that book. And that's all we need to know, right? Then we got Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alyssa Thompson. This one comes out the 16th of August. All I know is that she loves to read, maybe watch movies too of serial killers, and she thinks her neighbor might be a serial killer. That's all I want to know. We still got 3 more to go. All 3 of these are parts in the next part in the series. I forgot what happened in the first book, and I don't know if I still have it, but the first book was called Night Books, I think, by J.A. White, and this one's called Grave Books. I'm not really sure what it's about. I just know it's the second book, and it comes out August 16th. I'm not sure if it deals with the same character. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because, yeah, it will spoil it for this book. I won't tell you what this one's about, but the first one, he gets like tricked into going to this lady's thing, and he has to keep telling stories to her, or she's gonna kill him, I think, something like that. It's been a while. Then we got the last book in the Inheritance Game, The Final Gabbit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This comes out August 30th. Look at that cover. This is, I always forget her name, but she's poor, and then she gets this inheritance, and these different the nephews of the guy that left her an inheritance think that she's a con artist, and they have to do different things, you know, like solve riddles and things like that to find out certain things. I'm not gonna tell you what they need to find out, but yeah, I am so excited about that. Like the first two. And then the last one is a continuation to Clown in the Cornfield. And it's called Clown in the Cornfield 2, Friendo Lives by Adam Cesar. I'm not sure. But there's the author's name. And I'm not going to tell you what it's about because it's the next book. But I will tell you that it comes out the 23rd of August. And there's the cover again. I don't think I showed you. Another clown one. Okay, now we need to do September. This is long. I so apologize, you guys, that this is a long one. But there's a lot of good books I found. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Secret So Deep by Jenny Myers San, S-A-I-N. This comes out the end of September, so September 27th. I don't remember too much about this. I saw the cover and I'm like, ooh. Some of these are just cover buys. Cover ones. It says, I have this book, but I haven't read it yet. It says, from the best-selling author of Dark and Shadow Lies comes a moody and atmospheric paramoral thriller about a 17-year-old girl returning to an exclusive theater camp to uncover the truth of what really happened there 12 years ago, the night her mother drowned. And that's all we need to know. But I just love this cover. And again, that comes out the 27th of September. We have Direwood, I think that's how you say it, by Catherine Yu. I just love this cover. There, now the whole cover is basically showing there. Get it up a little bit more if I could get it to go up a little bit more. I don't know. This one comes out September 20th. Some of these, like I said, is just on the cover and the beginning of the description. In this velvet-clad 1990s gothic horror, AJA encounters a charming vampire who wants to lure her into the woods, just like her missing sister. And that's all we need to know. Vampires! Like, oh my gosh, I think there's another one that I have that's a vampire one. Then the one earlier was a vampire one. Youngbloods. There's a lot of vampire books that I want. We got this book called Fraternity by Andy Mintz, something like that. This one comes out the 20th as well. All I know about this is I think it's gay. I'm not sure. I'll tell you what it says. It says, a queer, dark academia YA story about a mysterious boarding school, a brotherhood that must stay in the shadows, and an ancient evil that could tear it all apart. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. But yeah, this comes out the 20th of September. Like, oh my gosh, you guys. Then we have Shades of Rust and Rhone by A.G. Howard. I'm not sure too much about this book either. It was just another one that I saw the cover. I was like, cool. This comes out September 6th. Like, look how creepy this cover is. I wanted some, really creepy, cover books and, just things that sound like it'd be good for October. This one says, New York Times bestselling author A.G. Howard launches a dark and compelling new YA fantasy series about a girl whose family is cursed by Halloween. Hey, like I said, that's perfect for Halloween time. That's all I read about it, and I was like, okay, put it down. I need it for Halloween time. We got a book called A Familiar Stranger by A.R. Tor. I'm not sure how you said the author's name. And that light ain't helping anything, is it? I can't get it, to show it, but there's the author's name in there. It's Can't get it to show up in the one part. This one comes out the 27th as well. Like I said, a lot of these I just like pick because they just look, the cover just looked interesting. It says, such a quiet and ordinary wife and mother. Who would even notice what she's done? Oh, this is one like when she's having an affair and a secret life and stuff. Usually I won't read a book about affairs because I don't like books about affairs, but this one just sounds intriguing. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. I'll read what it says right here. It says, as lies lies, or how you say that word, Lillian's two worlds spirally dangerous, out of control, and betrayals run deeper than she imagined because Lillian isn't the only one leading a double life. Ooh, chills. Then we got Monsters Born and Made by Tanvi Burra, something like that. This also comes out September 6th. Like, look at these covers. This one says, trying to get to the beginning of it. Says she grew up battling monsters that live in the Black Seas, but it couldn't prepare her to face the cunning cruelties of the Rhone elite. It says, perfect for the fans of the Hunger Games and Fable. The South Asian-inspired fantasy is a gripping debut about the powers of the elite, the price of glory, and one girl's chance to change it all. Like, this just sounds so good, too. And again, there's the cover. And again, it comes out the 6th of September. We have Self-Made Boys, a Great Gatsby remix. It's by Anne Marie McLemore. This comes out on the 6th as well. And yeah, I don't know too much about it besides it's a Great Gatsby remix. And yeah, and that's all I want to know. Then we have Demon in the Wood by Leigh Bardugo and two more. This is, I think, like maybe the Darklands? It has to do with the Darklands, maybe? I'm not sure. Comes out September 27th. Yeah, I already pre-ordered the audiobook. I think somebody said that the audiobook has Ben Barnes doing the voice, but don't quote me on that. It says, discover the start of a grand and sinister destiny in Demon in the Woods. It says, the must-have graphic novel prequel to the best-selling series and international Netflix sensation Shadow and Bone from spectacular new talent Danny something and #1 New York Times best-selling author Leigh Bardugo. Like, this sounds so good. Yep, it says narrator Ben Bard, see all. So it's Ben Barnes and a whole bunch of other people that are. You can't even see that because of how light it is. I can't get it to really. My camera don't want to show it. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see it though. Probably can't see it, but Ben Barnes is definitely one of the narrators. So that's why another reason why I want it. We have The Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson. I'm not too sure too much what that one's about, but I do like Tiffany D. Jackson's books. And this one comes out the 6th. It says, New York Times bestselling author Tiffany D. Jackson ramps up the horror and tackles Americans' history and legacy of racism in this suspenseful YA novel following a biracial teenager at her Georgia high school Georgia high school hosts its first integrated prom. That's all we really need to know, right? I like that cover. Let's see. This is another one, I believe that's a vampire one. This one comes out the 27th as well. It's called Mere Mortals by Aaron J. Lang. If I can find who mentioned these books, some of these books, I will like link it down below, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So it's this hilarious, fresh take on a classic vampire tale following a pair of 100-year-old teen vampires, or teenage vampires who are turned mortal and must face the greatest nightmare of all, high school. That's all I need to know. Mere mortals, it sounds like, you know, a hair. I mean, not, what am I going to say? What, Lori? It sounds like a Scooby-Doo type of thing. Mere mortals. And then we got The Deaths by Nicole Lipston, something like that. Another one with like flowery concept, and yeah. I don't know too much about this. This comes out September 13th. This is a tropical island full of secrets, 2 Victorian ghosts trapped for eternity, and a 17-year-old girl determined not to be next. Okay, that's all we need to know about that one too. 1, 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still got like 7 more to talk about, you guys, and we're already at 40 minutes, so this is long. I am sorry, but there's so many good books, especially in September. Then we got The American Roommate Experience. It's the second book in the Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, and I love the Spanish Deception, whatever you want to say. And I think it has to do with one of the friends. I'm not sure which friend, but that's all I want to know. That comes out 6th. And then we got Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match, a novel by Sally Thorne. I had to get that. I mean, it's the author of The Hating Game, and I love Hating Game was one of my favorite books ever. See, I'm getting all tongue-tied. This comes out also on the 6th. I'm not too sure what this one's about. It says, from the best-selling author of The Hating Game comes a twist on a classic that reminds us to never judge a man by his cadaver. It says, a historical rom-com that imagines Victor Frankenstein's sheltered younger sister and her attempt to create the perfect man. That's all I need to know. Oh, I'm so excited. That comes out, I didn't even tell you, the September 6th, at least I think I told you. And then we got Spell for the Forgotten by Adrienne Young. That comes out on the 27th. I'm not too sure about this book, but it's Adrienne Young, so I put her on here. It says, from New York Times bestselling author Adrienne Young comes a deeply atmospheric story about ancestral magic, an unsolved murder, and a second chance at true love. Okay, that's all I need to know. September 27th, that comes out. I'm trying to do this quick. I'm sorry, you guys. We got a lot. I mean, I got so many books. I don't even know what this one's about, but I read like the prequel to it, so I put this on here. It's called The Renegade, Texas Safe House, Book 1 by Sylvia Violet. I don't really have a cover picture. Well, it shows. This comes out on the 8th. I'm not too sure. I followed my gut and defying orders. I'll do it again, even though I was left with a stain on my record and nowhere to go until an old friend pulled me back into the world of organized crime. That's all I want to know about that one. Then we got another one that's probably on a lot of people's list, and that is Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. All I know about this is that it's spy, and I think the girl can't die or something. And it comes out September 27th, and I just love this cover. And I'm gonna be getting the Fairy Loot edition. Oh my gosh! And then we got the Sunbearer Trials. It's the first book in the Sunbearer duology by Adian Thompson. I don't know too much about this, and I really don't want to know. I just love Adian Thompson, so I put it on here. It comes out the 6th of September. I'm not even going to tell you guys what it's about because I want to go in blindly. And the last one is a holiday one. It's called The Holiday Trap by Rhone, something like that, Parrish. It's like 2 separate stories. It comes out September 6th. It says, for fans of Alexandria Bellafour and Casey McQuesson, because a charming, hilarious, and heartwarming LGBTQIA plus rom-com about 2 separate couples finding love over the holiday from acclaimed author Rhone Parshi, something like that. We got one that's from it says, from a cozy New England haven to the heart of New Orleans. And it follows, like I said, 2 separate couples. And it's LGBTQ plus, of course, like it said. And that is it. That is my long list. There's a lot. I'm sorry, you guys, but hopefully you guys found some books that you guys haven't heard about that you guys are really excited about now. Let me know if there's any that you are excited about. And I'm tired, you guys. I've been like I've been like really depressed the last few days, and last night and this morning has really been bad, and this afternoon. So I'm sorry if I'm a little, yeah. But yeah, I just am so excited to read these books. A lot of these books you will see, like I said, on my 5-star prediction for the rest of the year that I'm going to be putting up soon. So yes, like I said, let me know if there's any on here that you guys haven't heard about and if you're intrigued. And also let me know some of your most anticipated reads for the next 3 months. And you guys know what I say all the time. If you guys like this, if you guys don't like a book, DNF, 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 DNF. Come back to it later or just DNF it completely. And you guys have a great day, great weekend, whatever the case may be when I post this. And until next time, I am out of here. Happy readings. Thanks for being awesome. And I will catch you guys in the next video. And